In today's video, I'm going to share 3 ways to build muscle and lose fat at the same time, share a progress update, and some other things. Hi, this is me, Bonnie. So sorry, I haven't really had a chance to go on here because baby life, family, and work has just been really time consuming. Anyway, first, in general, it's better to focus on one goal at a time. So build as much muscle as possible and then lose the fat while maintaining your muscle, or lose as much fat as possible while maintaining whatever muscle you have until you feel comfortable with your body, and then go into the more fluffy building muscle phase. However, there are specific situations where you can do both at the same time, and it depends on, number one, if you're a newbie. So if you have lots of room for improvement and you've never really worked out before, specifically resistance training, then you can build muscle and lose fat at the same time, or if your diet was just complete crap. So that's number one. Number two is increasing your intensity of lifting, specifically again with compound lifting. So let's say you've already been working out and lifting weights and using dumbbells, but you haven't really gone hardcore with compound lifting. You can build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Now, of course, this is all assuming that your eating is relatively on point. Now, thirdly, one that you may not know of is for advanced lifters, and this actually happened to me recently, which I was very surprised, but as I thought about it, I was like, this makes sense. You can actually build muscle and lose fat at the same time if you eat at a slight caloric deficit and focus primarily on lifting heavy ass shit and really in that muscle growth rep range, right? 6 to 12, really 8 to 12. And so since I've lost my strength from being pregnant, downsizing from NPC figure to NPC bikini, and recent situations, I had a lot more room to get back to my normal strength. I had room for improvement, and it's a lot easier to make bigger jumps in strength to get back to the strength you were at because of muscle memory versus just trying to get really, really strong at an incremental rate if you've never reached that PR before. So I've been able to get back to my normal strength in some lifts or get really close to it, and in some I've actually hit PRs and got stronger than I was previously, and all while at a slight caloric deficit. So if you see my progress photos, I actually lost a little bit of weight the first and second week, and then I actually gained weight, and my scale said I was heavier than when I started. Then by week 5, I was exactly the same weight as when I started, and clearly I lost some fat but stayed the same weight. So I definitely lost fat and built muscle at the same time, which is cool. But now I'm still not super cut or lean. And summer is coming up, and this is week 6. I pretty much maintained because I didn't really change anything. So it is time for me to step it up, whether it is adding another workout day, because I'm currently doing 5 days a week and I used to do 6. Cardio, which I'm going to leave until the very end, so I don't do cardio unless I'm doing competition prep, or so no cardio. And then I could also eat less. So I haven't been tracking calories or anything like that. If I really want to step it up, then I would start tracking. I'm definitely not eating as much protein as I could be based on my body composition, so there's also that. So there's many different areas that I can improve, but I've been very, very flexible in my last 5-6 weeks of cutting. If my photo shoot is coming up soon for Ladylike Macho bodysuits, the brand that I'm launching, then yeah, I'm probably gonna step it up soon. Oh, how can I forget? There's actually one more way that you can build muscle and lose fat at the same time, and that's by changing your eating plan, customizing your macros, your protein, carbs, and fats based on your body. Because I've definitely had clients who stayed the same way and they changed their eating plan to the ideal eating plan, and they changed their body composition. They reduced their fat, and therefore you are technically building muscle and losing fat at the same time by staying, and if you're staying at the same weight. Anyways, if you want to learn more about that, check out eatnotdiet.com/peakbody. So for now, I'm going to share my next step in my Ladylike Macho launch. Step 6, have a marketing plan. The traditional route to sell apparel is to find a broker, put your products in a store, and give them a percentage of your profits. I'm going to pass on the traditional route. So my designer shared a really creative guerrilla marketing tactic strategy that one of her fitness clients, who also lives in New York City, successfully did. She joined all the gyms and just told everyone about her product. I'm not sure I'm going to go that route either because I simply don't have the time. The other idea is to have a fashion show in New York City, but I would need to get more than just 2 samples that I'll be getting. Let's just say 2 samples cost over $1,000. Then there's the magic of today's digital world, social media, organic social media, and paid advertising. Paid advertising is where the core of my marketing efforts will be, and influencer marketing. I'm dabbling with some ideas for an irresistible offer for my pre-launch sales based on what I've seen others do. So stay tuned, and stay tuned for my next steps on creating the actual bodysuit. Finally, Step 7 to launching my Ladylike Macho bodysuit brand: design concept and unique value proposition. So today I'm going to share initial design concept and my unique value proposition and what I'm looking to offer through my bodysuits. First, an innovative modern design. Luckily, I have a celebrity designer who's created things for people like The Rock. I want it to be sexy, modern, simplistic, chic, also incorporate mesh designs and either backless or corset back, and I want it to have a luxurious, high-end, premium look and feel. Here's a really rough sketch example. So I want to show some skin, but not too much skin. Keep it classy, sexy. You can see it tapers in near the waist, so it gives that illusion of a tinier waist. And it's not too much overly done detail. There is just a simple half circle mesh design that is kind of a snake design, and it curves into the back. Number 2, curve enhancing and flattering fit. Everything is designed to show off your curves. So for example, based on some sample suits, the designer elongated the torso so that you actually look curvier and not just long. I actually want to make this a deep V-back to accentuate the booty, or use the corset at the back. It should be super flattering, amazing fit, holds you in all the right places, fits you like a glove, great support without being overly compressive. Number 3, superior quality, stretchy performance fabric for premium comfort and fit. It's all about quality, taking comfort and fit to another level to really flatter your form. The fabric has to be of the highest quality with a very soft touch. Feels great on the skin, like butter, almost like a second skin. There's 4-way stretch for ultimate comfort and performance. Super comfortable so that you can flex and stretch in it. And breathable, durable yet breathable, and of course, squat proof. Number 4, it's going to be supportive. So there's going to be supportive, sexy straps. I'm thinking X. I'm not sure if it should be wide or thin. Maybe thin, so you don't have to deal with it all twisting around. And definitely a built-in sports bra with removable padding is a must for freedom and support. And those are some of the top things I'm looking to offer. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and make sure you give this a like. And Step 8 to launching Ladylike Macho's bodysuits: shopping for high quality materials and color selections in New York City's fashion district. How fun. As I mentioned, it's all about superior quality, so I have to find something that's high quality but very soft, 4-way stretch for comfort and performance, great support without being overly compressive, and it also has to be breathable. Here in Manhattan's fashion district, picking out my fabrics. All my bodysuits will include a mesh design, so I also need mesh. There's a built-in sports bra with removable padding, so I need bra pads. Supportive, sexy straps, so I need bra sliders for the corset bodysuit design. And there's so many colors, I'll definitely need your help deciding, so I'll be posting that next. Step 9 to launching Ladylike Macho bodysuits: the branding, logo, and labeling. I created my logo, Ladylike Macho, with an L drawn in lipstick for Ladylike, an M made out of steel for Macho, and my tagline and what I stand for: elevate standards. And for fun, I also created a logo animation. But now you have to consider where the branding and logo goes on the actual apparel. Some have it on the back, on the hip, even heat stamped on inside of the garment. Next, you have to consider the details of the label, which I've seen heat stamped, but typically it's a white label. So what is the size of the label? What font are you going to use? What's the layout and design of the label? What do you want the print to say? What percentage of fabrics? 13% spandex, polyamide, nylon, polyester, machine wash, made in New York City? I think I might have mine heat stamped. Some benefits are comfort without the tag bothering the skin and no need to cut it off. And I was also told that it could be slightly less expensive to manufacture. I still have to finalize the details of my fabric before I can get this done, but my next video is going to be the production of the sample and the fitting. Super excited. I finally got to try my bodysuits. This is actually the second sample that I got to try on. They say if you don't hate your first product, then you're not going fast enough. And the first suit I tried on, I hated it. My first impression was, oh my God, the colors are horrible. What was I thinking? I was thinking about doing brand colors, so I had red with dark gray mesh, and it just didn't look good. Maybe it would have been better with red and black mesh, but regardless, it was just, oh. And then the feel of it, it just did not feel like high-end premium luxury. And I noticed it was because the material was just way too flimsy and thin, even though it was nice and stretchy. 4-way stretch was my goal, and nice colors. It just didn't work. And then also the straps. We had thought about making the straps just go around the neck and really exposing the back would be kind of sexier, but it just wasn't practical because it was like digging into my skin, and then I didn't feel like there was enough support coverage for the side boob, so I felt like it needed to come out a little bit more. So those were some of my initial reactions. Based on that, we decided to make some revisions for suit number 2, a different style, and make it an X back, which I love. And we did make, I like it thick, but we did make it thinner. We thought maybe a sexier kind of look. There's also bra straps, slider straps to adjust in case someone has a bigger bust or just bigger upper body. And let's fast forward to me trying on suit number 2. Suit number 2. So my first impression when I saw it was, oh, this looks great. And the feel of it was much better. Definitely more of a luxury premium kind of suit. The fit was great. And then I tested it out to make sure it was squat proof, and it passed. But as I spent more time in the suit, I realized a few things that just didn't make any sense. So first off, the mesh at the hips, it looks nice because, you know, the thought was to have an hourglass figure, but this is where people have their love handles, right? It's like where most of our fat is, in our stomach. So unless you're in shape, this doesn't really make sense. And the corset in the back, I mean, it's actually a really cute design. I actually intended it for it to be, you know, to be able to cinch the waist more, but I just love it as the design aspect. Anyways, back to the corset. So even if you cinch it or you pull it, it doesn't really, it's not as effective because the mesh is there and it doesn't have as much pull. So that definitely needs to be moved up higher to above the belly button and below the boobs, where people don't have as much fat, right? Because if you think about a lot of leggings, there's like a high-waisted leggings that are double banded or double fabrics to really compress it, which is actually a thought for one of my styles. So that's number 1. The mesh was just in the wrong spot. So I am going to fill that mesh in with solid and then have a similar design, because right now it's kind of like a little diamond because it's in the triangle in the front and the triangle in the back. So I'm going to have another mesh design that's kind of the same slant, a little higher and a little smaller, so that there's not too much going on, because the goal here is to keep it kind of more simple and modern and simplistic. And then I do love the wave design in the front that curves to the back, so it's like it snakes around the back. The straps, I had an issue where every time I put it on, it curls, right? So I have to fix this somehow. I'm gonna actually see the designer later today about whether I'm making it a little thicker or do I add, you know, elastic to it, which might increase the cost, unfortunately. But I need to make this suit good. And then I guess my other concern is, as I wear it, you know, is this mesh gonna break? Is it durable enough? Do I need more durable mesh? I mean, I do like how you can, you know, see the skin, but maybe a tougher mesh. I'm not sure. And I guess that's it for this suit, but I'm also definitely adding pockets to the design. Side pockets that don't show from the front, it's actually towards the back. And my next color is actually going to be fuchsia. with fuchsia mesh, of course. All right, that's it for today. Give me a like, comment below with your thoughts and what you think, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, that's it for today. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time, hopefully soon. You've been going to the gym for years with little to no results and still don't have your ideal body, and you want to focus on the nutrition aspect because it is 80 to 90% of how we look, then check out my free training on how to change your body composition even if you're stuck by checking out eatnotdiet.com/peakbody.